Hello friend and welcome back once again to Strategic Mind Blitzkrieg. Let's continue where we left off. And this is a easy enough overrun. Want to move forward a bit. And get some of the easier stuff out of the way first. Yeah. Okay, so my important units already got the overruns, etc. So it's not about experience anymore. They'd always get hit. My biggest problem in dealing with this is that I can then not use that unit anymore. Because I would not... And that's the first. Yeah, this is still okay. It sucks that these guys are also attacking. But it might be non-lethal, maybe. Or ultimately it was just 0, but at least the overwatch on these guys is now also gone. That means we still have to deal with their overwatch. It's unfortunately not possible to attack them from a certain angle. Which would have been great. We need to do it on this side. They're both just sappers, scouts. Could sacrifice the infantry to get rid of the overwatch. They have a lot more armor. So at least it was non-lethal. Wow. Then what I would need to do here is move you in here. And somehow I feel like this is not going to give me an overrun. So let's start here. You can take the airfield. So hopefully the next turn I'll be able to use that airfield. Basically every 2 turns or so, because I only have in total 11 turns remaining after this, I need to kill yeah, I need to kill around 10% each turn at least. Weird that it's 0 and 3 for both. Right, let's just kill those units. They have deadly, they have mobile. Guess defender. What if I were to change their equipment? Nah, it's just not worth it. Alright. I kinda had hoped that I would have been able to take care of it, but now since I cannot kill them necessarily anyway, I might just as well attack them for the moment to at least weaken them a bit. I'll just go here to remove their overwatch. Alright, so that's an overrun. Then killing this doesn't really matter in terms of trying to get my units through there. How much damage would the fighter do with bombs? That's not too bad. The more important attack, though, will be this. I'll use incendiaries. But let's move the recon first so I can actually see it. Alright, so with 13, technically I can do 2 of them. Going to 26. I would probably do them like that. If that would allow me to use 0 and 2. I can't even reach this. I guess they have a bunker there too. One, two, three, 4. This is, as usual, quite tricky. Getting all 10 certainly does not make things easy. Right, so I need the Stug to shell them. Cannot do that with anything else. And now I'm basically just using these units in a way like next turn not only will it be night, killing this now. Okay, so it would actually be pretty useful to to do this. Because it does... Well, it doesn't directly take care of that thing. But that's pretty much the one thing that's preventing me too from kind of like moving this way into those tanks. Certainly not this turn. That's a different kind of bunker. I do have to say that this battle is kind of all over the place. So I think actually though I'm gonna move from here and attack, which seems pretty sucky, but at least it does deal that damage. Over here. Because what it means is I get triggered because of the 80. I can attack again. That at least already has me, will get me a 4th. Fighters, huh? Now, to be fair, there's no way this bomber can go after anything at this stage. They can actually deal 5 to that. The biggest problem though with this thing is that I cannot actually deal... Like this would be 2, but I cannot kill them either way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's start with this. Means down to 6. You need to go into the airfield, there's no other choice. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You'd be left with 10. Basically, I would be taking the risk that I would need to take this airfield at that point before anything. Which I probably could. Would add up another 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Eight left, 7. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay. You do have overrun. Weird that it makes such a difference. But, okay. I mean, I can take that airfield on the next turn at the very least. There's also another tank here, interesting. I have this fighter with 19 fuel. It cannot go through the center. So this would mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I find that a little bit too risky for my taste. Well, what can these guys do to this thing? 5. This is 7 already. Well, the thing is that I'm probably this is probably the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really? I would have to... Oh, crud. Oh yeah, I can kill them with these. Okay, bam. Puts it to 6. I mean, I also have next turn that's not... I mean, it's still a problem, but... Okay, you cannot do anything else, but let's just say attack one of those. Because you'd just be out of fuel. I cannot actually use the afterburner here. Yeah, I just might as well attack then. Okay. And again. That's tank number 7. I want to take a look, but it seems like I cannot go there, but by truck still. It's it seems like that applies for all those infantry units. That's how it looks like anyway. Now, well, they have another tank there. That'll make things a little bit easier. Now, this does not really matter. Because they'll just do something. They'll somewhat stay there most likely. Okay, so that will be number 8. I could probably do that by then. What does it mean? Well, mm-hmm. $13 says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. This was, of course, the actual purpose. Now, again, it does mean that these are so damaged that I feel at least we're in the clear. One of the things that's somewhat tricky is positioning myself to, you know, not immediately die from the Soviet Air Force as well. I don't think that is like absolutely necessary. I don't actually have any AA in this sector, which is a tad unfortunate. My biggest problem here, how much movement do you have? 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So they can, oh, they can actually reach this thing. But since it can go to that airfield, I want to beef up its defenses, because it is going to get hurt. Unless I put this fighter next to it. Like 1, 2. You have 10. Thing is, I could try to kill these. Come on. Yes. Because that means that these guys have a lot more movement. Like through down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they would make it then. And it also means that both of these bombers now ain't gonna go anywhere. Yeah, this one and this one are still a threat for this turn. And this one. But ultimately it does reduce the number of enemy tanks that can pose any serious damage. It also means I actually don't have that much to do for you guys. Most likely my best bet for them would just be to move back and move here where they are likely out of sight of the enemy air force. Do either of these have flamethrowers? Because only if they have, yeah, okay, you. Only if they have flamethrowers is it worth it to try and get them through here, basically. Otherwise, I guess they... well, actually for this, that's not necessary. That's still pretty good. Oh, it's paratroopers. Italian paratroopers. Huh. I'm feeling pretty confident I'd be able to kill 2 tanks even on the night turn. Pretty much done down here. Yes, I said I'm not happy with the way this air war is developing, but I don't feel like I've that much of a choice. One other thing I think remains quite important will be to try and keep certain valuable units out of sight of the enemy. Like they might actually go and bomb this. I actually feel that's very likely that they will. Oh yeah, sure. Same for these, like, because I do not feel like these units would be safe there at this moment. It really sucks. I would have to move them back. But is probably my best bet. I need these guys to go up there, but... Yeah, they're also gonna see the Stuk either way. Maybe not here. Alright, so... next... There's also these. They're also in a precarious spot when it comes to enemy air units currently. Skim to the back. Alright, let the pain train of the second turn begin. Because pain it will be. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that was obvious. I mean, I would, okay. Now, if through my losses penalty I don't suffer that badly from this, then I'll be okay. I mean, it's still super expensive. That's kind of the problem.
The intelligence reports that the Soviets are massing their motorized divisions on the Lutsk, Dubno, Brody line. It seems the Bolsheviks are preparing a counter-offensive.
Ha! Let's see them when they face our 88mm flak guns. I'm giving you command of my most elite unit, the Hermann Göring Division. They are already en route. Put them to good use and they'll steamroll right over the enemy.
You have my thanks, Herr Reichsmarschall. Hopefully your man will show the Soviets our supremacy over them.
General, according to our intelligence, there is a mass anti-Bolshevik uprising currently in progress in Western Soviet Ukraine. It would be strategically sound to assist the rebels. This will win us a staunch ally and serve as a positive example for other peoples downtrodden by the Bolshevik regime.
The enemy of my enemy, right? Fine. Guderian, make haste and help the rebels.
They can't be trusted, and you know it as well as I do. But, if that is your order, my troops will assist the locals.
Yeah, that's why they're gonna slaughter them afterwards. Anyway. That's one. As for the losses penalty, that one fighter took down half of the acceptable losses there. But if I want to get all the objectives, I kind of feel like there at least it was necessary. Yeah, I just didn't really feel like there was a way out of that predicament there.
The enemy tanks have been turned to roadside scrap metal.
An excellent display of the Wehrmacht's discipline and training, Heinz. We owe our victories in the field to commanders like you.
Okay, that means that now at least I can set my sights on actual useful stuff. Because, that it certainly wasn't. Okay, so like I said, I should at least be able to land in there now. And with both of these at 0. That's good, we're 27%. I'd like to get that up to 30 for this turn at least. I think they attacked only once last turn.
I like these rebels' fighting spirit. They want to drive the Bolsheviks out of their land for good. I think this is the beginning of a beneficial alliance.
Sure. These guys, they can actually get up there later. The thing is I actually don't want to give the these two hexes to them. Well, during the night turn, it is highly unlikely that they'll be able to capitulate on pretty much anything, but best thing for me would be to take this hex already. I'll actually go for fire discipline. It actually doesn't even come up all that much, so they'll have the ability to attack again. It's actually quite rare. Also, they didn't. I thought they would actually say something about the counteroffensive, but like it being a secondary objective. Now, both these and these have only one way to attack. Okay. So they are dead. Now I know that it's not as if I need to get with the recon. Dakota kills the artillery. They will not get the supplies there because really though. Why, that is very interesting. Okay, so surely I can kill it. Alright, let's go here first and get an overrun. Defeat them. Then I do have this 3. I just can reach this 1 strength, okay. Okay, so my units are getting supply in there now. As you can see, they're bristling with energy. So what I can do is attack. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And go in here for this turn, which is well, it's a night turn. It's a bit unfortunate, but well, they're. You see, I'd much rather send these guys further up north already. 3, 7. Oh yeah. can attack first, get them to 5.
You should have seen it as our forces swooped in just in time to beat the Bolsheviks out of Lvov. There have already been a dozen local requests to enlist in our forces.
2 birds with 1 stone. We have a new ally and a city of strategic importance. As for enlistment, well, let's not rush the events. Organize the locals into auxiliary infantry units.
Yeah, but that's still pretty good. It also means that we're now on 45% of the secondary objectives. So that's good. Again, my apologies for playing somewhat slowly, but I really do feel that it is in my best interest to play it slowly here. I already got triggered by that. Let's go. Because they might actually be able to take down a bomber or so there. Well, down here. It's always a 1-2. Let's go out. Try to go after the bomber. Regardless what happens, either one of those will be trapped either way. Well, one of them will be trapped, so... that'll be pretty decent. So let's keep going. Preferably I'll use my points on the next turn, so I'll try to just not use it that much for now. I can already get rid of its overrun, it's probably for the best. And yeah, they might still provide fire support. Still there, huh? Well... so close. Because my hope there was to be able to get the supplies from this side, but I guess I can't do that on this turn. Means they'll have to stay to the back a little bit here. Oh, they actually have a unit in there. Hmm. That complicates things. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 indeed. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Should be able to attack these. Because the enemy fighter strength also needs to be seriously reduced. This is another thing. This should be at 6. I'm just feeling like the abilities are just not working. I do have the ability that it goes faster. I need to go to my... right, I do. Where do I... Yeah, see? All allied infrastructure restores 40% HP instead of 20, but it just doesn't. And yeah. Although it did for these, but then not for the airfield. Because these were at 6, I think. They went to 10, and these went from 2 to 4. So that's really weird. And also highly unfortunate, because I was kind of banking on being able to just refuel there and continue going. Whereas now they have to get all the way back there, and they'll be useless for this turn. So that's unfortunate. Either way, they have 4 left. I don't think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, they actually can't do that. I mean, I'm not. These are pretty useless. Well, let's get them in the airfield for the moment. I'll probably not send them out for this turn, since there'll just be too little protection. Especially against all of those fighters. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Sweet. Yeah. Also, potentially taking care of that bomber is a nice welcome here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's use boom and zoom just in case. Alright. Let's trigger that overrun with this this unit. There we go. Now, at this point...
Like I said, there can be no obstacle to a furious advance of the Wehrmacht. The enemy defense has been breached, General.
Excellent, Heinz. Maintain the momentum.
Alright. Oh yeah, they have repelled a counteroffensive. So get the overrun there. Now I'm actually kind of curious, didn't I have a recon up in the center too, or did I move them down? Probably did, because I have 2 recons in here now, and that's actually not good. I actually need to send you up. That's really dumb. Anyway. Let's indeed send all of these. Oh. Oh. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You wouldn't make it that way, but they would if I just fly here. Well, that at least takes care of another bomber. That's good. I'm actually surprised that these guys also, they didn't disappear yet. What I'll do though is I'll set you up there. Let's halt the river, because if they come over from this side, I'd rather have a river defense there. The same would apply here, but I think they're a little bit less likely to come from here. Still, because I don't have any other artillery or anything of the sort. Let's also move you up, because they might actually be beneficial. I don't have one there yet. Defend the veteran of the trenches. So they actually need to shell and move later. It's kind of the way I see it. I have no intention of rushing towards Przemysl there. We'll probably already have enough problems on our hands as this. Oh, you can move. Ain't that nice? Because these guys also, they don't get any supplies. So any damage is lethal damage. That's good. Okay. So we're done kind of here. Can't really attack them anymore. Kind of stuck. Yeah. Okay. Now. down here. I can move these guys forward quite a bit, and I probably should. For the turn, it allows me at least to put the artillery under the fighter. And I think I can put you there too without too much trouble. Now that the artillery fort is gone, we do have their air force to deal with still. But I would say it's a little bit less of a problem. I have to say, I'm a little bit disappointed, but it's dead now. I think. Alright, I was not gonna use that. I can't take it back now. I need the city to keep the supply throughput going there. It is probably not even useful to attack this turn. So I'll just forget about it. But not with these guys, so... You in the woods. You're gonna go in here. I don't think they get supplies, so again, every damage is lethal here. Do I want to move them in here? Probably. Infantry will not get supplies either way. Let's move them up, close to the city. I can actually move. I actually don't want them necessarily stealing the kill. This is the bomber. Yeah, they probably don't have that much anymore. Yeah, let's stay in supply. All right. Good, it's that fighter. Huh? They attack from 2 hexes away? That's weird. Or they attack down there. That could be it too. Ow. I'm actually a little bit surprised by all those attacks on that tank down there. Didn't think it would be that bad. What I'm happy about though is that most of these fighters are now actually just going for random units, and it's completely irrelevant. Huh. Yeah. That must be the hero bomber, maybe. I wonder if this is their counteroffensive. It's actually from up here or something. Okay. Rain, huh? Well, I'm gonna wrap things up over here. I want to thank you for watching. Do hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please do consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. Yeah, I'll probably be putting this into 4 parts. Simply, yeah, I think we'll be able to make that. Probably. We'll see. If I don't actually make it, it'll be 5 again. Because generally I do tend to play these episodes for pretty long, and I mean, I do want to make some progress with this game, but I cannot actually put up 2-hour videos and have 5 of those or something. It's just undoable. Anyway, special shout out to all my Patreon supporters: Moonrow, Doja Pastor, C-Data, Swordsman, Dingo, Tomslav, Flynn, and Pooch. Take care, and see you next time. Bye-bye.